Hey guys, welcome back to another tech tip and guide video. In today's video, I'll show you how you can get started using Microsoft PowerPoint. This is basically the beginner's guide to using PowerPoint. So if you have never used PowerPoint, or you've maybe used it a little bit but been kind of intimidated by it, this video is for you. Let's get started. First of all, open the PowerPoint. I have PowerPoint pinned in my taskbar, but if you don't have it in your taskbar, go to your search and type in PowerPoint, and you'll be able to open it from there. Now, once you have PowerPoint, open it. Now, I've got the PowerPoint 2013. Now, if you have PowerPoint on the Mac, it's gonna be a little different, but I still hope that you'll enjoy watching this presentation and it'll be applicable to you. So, as you can tell, PowerPoint has loaded up, and at this point, I can do a couple of different things. I could simply click where it says blank document and get started using PowerPoint. Now, that's what most of you do, as that is the most common option. But if I prefer, I could close it and open it back, and over here I can select one of these different templates or styles and it will get the template details like this. If I select it, it will show me the details about this template, and if you like this template but don't like the color, you can also change it from here. For example, I like this color right here, then I'll click create. Now another thing I can do is, let me show you real quick. Other than these all templates which are preloaded, you can also search for online templates, and right over here you can see searches like presentation, charts, diagram, business, education. Now if you want to make a template for your educational purpose or business purpose, simply click on business, and then it will provide you all the business templates you may like. Now you can go through all of these and choose a good looking business template for your presentation. If you want other categories, on the right side of the screen you can see the category option, and under there you can see many categories: business, presentation, letters, technology, forms, newsletter, database, business plans, logs, and many more. You can just scroll this and just look at how many categories there are. But for now, I'll give a quick guide using the blank presentation. So now let's open the blank presentation. Let's take a minute to talk about the layout that we have to work with here. And there's some terminology that you'll need to know. First, we have the tabs across the top. Each one of these is a tab, and when you click on a tab, it gives you a series of tools on something that they call ribbon. Okay, so first of all, let's click on the home tab, and it gives me a home ribbon. These tools are organized and grouped together. So right over here we have slide groups, then we have a clipboard group, a font group, a paragraph group. Now if I click on the designs tab, I get a themes group and a customized group. So let's again go back to home, and as you can see, some of the groups have this button called the launch button, and the purpose of the launch button is this: Microsoft has tried to put all of the options for the fonts. For example, here in this group there are too many options to fit. So where do they put the remaining options that are necessary? They put them all under the launch category. Now if I click here and click on the launch button, it will give me more varieties of options which did not fit in this group. So that is how Microsoft manages all the options which do not fit in groups. So that's the purpose of the launch button. Now to review, we have tabs. Each tab gives us a ribbon. The ribbon is made up of groups, and some of the groups have launch buttons. Okay. That's enough talk about the layout of PowerPoint. But now, let's look at the components of my actual presentation. Here, we have on the screen a slide. This is called a slide and it is number 1. And this is where I can do the editing for the slide. On the left side of the screen, I have a little thumbnail of the screen. These two are the same slide. This small rectangle represents the whole slide itself. So when you make more than one slide, you can simply look at the thumbnail, which represents the slide itself, and make arrangements or editing from there. Now, to begin creating my PowerPoint, it's as simple as clicking here where it says click to add title. Now, let me choose a simple title which is the parts of speech. And remember, this is just for your example. And then I can click here to add subtitle. And this could be my name. It could be the class that this is part of, or it could be the name of the group or something else in this case. In this case, I just need a second title. So let me put the subtitle or the secondary title to a review so that it explains the type of my presentation. Now, I'm basically done with my first slide. Now, to create a second slide or a page, whatever you can call it. But before making a new page or slide, this slide kind of looks very plain. It's just a white paper and some words written on it. So let's make it a little more attractive by going to design. Then right over here, you can select templates like I mentioned earlier before starting the presentation. Now you can choose from here which template you like. Now you can choose from these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 templates. Or if you want more templates, you can click this launch button right here and it will bring up more of the design templates. So you can look through here and select your template. But if you don't like any of these templates and want a new one or a different one, you can browse for themes online by clicking the option right here. But for now, I'll simply choose this template. And if you don't want a template but instead want a color of the page, then you can go ahead and choose a plain one. Then on the right side of the templates, you can see the variants of colors. Now, you can choose your own colors and you can also customize the colors and you can change the fonts, effects, and background style as well. Now, if you prefer a little darker screen, you can select these fonts right here. But for now, we'll simply stick to this one. And this is not the only thing you can do with your first slide. If you click over here, then you have the option to drag this up, down, or wherever you like. For example, you can keep it over here and you can also move the review a little bit up or down depending upon your choice. Now, the topic and the subtopic may seem a little bit smaller due to its font. To increase or decrease your font, simply go to Home. You have to select a review and right over here, if you want to change the font, you can drag it and now you can change the font to whatever you like. Then you can change the size from here depending upon how much you like. Let me keep it 40. Then again, select all the parts of speech and you have two buttons right over here. The bigger A makes your text a bit bigger and the smaller A makes your text a little bit smaller. Here, see. Now, when I click the A with the down button, it will decrease the size of my text. But if I click the A with the upwards button, it will increase the size of my text. So that is how you can increase or decrease your text size. Now, you can also make the text bold. You can italicize your text, or you could simply underline it. But for now, we won't do anything with the text. Instead, if you want to choose a color, you can go to this option named font color. Then if you click on the launch option, you can see a variety of colors. You can choose a red one, a green, yellow, black, or even white. Or if you want more colors, click on this more color. And now you can create your own color. Let's say this blue right here. Click OK, and there you have it. You have changed the color of your topic. But for now, let me keep it green as the background. And if you want to make a review a little darker, again go to color and choose a black one. And just like that, you can do many changes to this front page. And now, let's say you want this a review to be in the middle of the screen. You don't have to drag this all the way to over here, but instead what you can do is select it, then right over here you can see alignment. Now, currently it is aligned to the right, but if you click on this center alignment, it will align your text in the center of this box right here. And if you don't want it and want it to be aligned to the left, click this button and it will align it to the left. Now you can choose whatever you like. Now let's create a new slide or the second page of your presentation. So to do that, click this option right here, which is new slide. And as you can see, it created a new slide with the same template as the first one. Now, the first page and the second page will not be exactly same, as the first one is meant for the title and subtitle. But now here, you can add a title and you can write on your points or whatever you like. For example, I'll choose the title of this slide to nouns. Again, just like I said, you can increase or decrease the font size. So this seems good. And now, here you can notice that there is a green triangle, which is the points. For example, if I type in person, this is like point number 1, then point number 2, point number 3. And now, if you don't want these triangles, but instead you want numbers like 1, 2, 3, and so on, go to the first point, then click right here, which is numbering. Then, just as you can see, the first point is person, and if you hit enter, number 2 comes up. Now, you can write your points, and if you keep entering, the numbers will keep increasing. Now, let's just say I'll write 3 points and not more than 3 points. So now this page seems a little too big and the fonts and the writings are too small. So what we can do is select all of these, then increase the font, and we'll do the same for the title as well. And now this seems like a good page. Now let's move on to the third slide. Now we can do the same by creating a new slide by clicking the option new slide. But what if we want a different slide? So click on new slide and the launch option. And now you can see many categories of a new slide. For example, our first slide is the title slide and our second slide is the title and content. As you see right here, this is the title and this is the content. Now, what if we want a title only or a picture with a caption? And what if we want a comparison table or two contents? You can simply click over here and here. You can see the different templates of the same new slide. And right over here, you can click to add text. You can add points, numbers. And the amazing part about it is you can insert table. You can insert chart. You can insert pictures. Or you could even insert videos. So that is the amazing part of this slide. Now, let's delete this slide. But for now, let's just choose a simple title and content slide. But I don't typically go to here and click new slide. What you can do to create a new slide is go to anywhere on this screen, right click, and then you can see here, new slide, and that will automatically create a new slide. So these are the two ways to create a new slide. Now let's go to our third slide, and as you can see here, you can also notice the page numbers. Right here, this is the first slide or page, whatever you can call them. This is the second slide, the third one, and the fourth one. And now, what if you want to delete this slide? For example, you just want 3 slides in your presentation, but now you have created a fourth one. So to delete this, again, right click, and here, you can see many options. And over here, if you want to duplicate this slide, you can click on duplicate slide, and it will create a same exact copy of this slide. But for now, let's click on delete slide and it will delete your slide. Now, these are the only 3 slides that remain. Now, let's jump on to the second slide. And as you can see, this slide kind of seems boring as there is only text in this slide. So the audience prefer a more enjoyable and interesting slide. So why not add pictures to this slide? Now, to add pictures, go to the second tab, which is Insert. And over here, if you want to insert table, you can go ahead and add a table. But for now, let's just go to Pictures. And now we can choose a picture from our gallery. Let's just say we choose this picture right here. Now we can adjust the size of the picture and we can drag it anywhere we want. Now let's say we want a different picture. Now if you want to add a picture which is not on your laptop or your computer, go to Online Pictures, and here you can search Bing Images. Now let's say we will search man. Hit enter, and now it will provide us images from the internet. Now let's just say we choose this one. We click Insert, and it will insert the picture right to our page. That way we don't have to go to the internet, download it, then again insert it. Like this, we can simply insert directly from the web. Now let's add another image from the web. Let's search case, and let's select a random picture and hit insert. And it will directly appear on the screen. Let's make it small and let's drag it. Now, let's say we don't want this picture right here. So, simply click on it, then hit delete on your keyboard, and the picture will be deleted. Now, let's again insert a new picture, and let's search for a thing. Let's see what will show up. Now, this vehicle seems good, so let's enter. Now we can resize it, and let's creep here. Now we have each example of a person, a place, and a thing. Now the audience may be confused about which is which. So let's go here and separate these. And now let's put the place beside the place. Let's keep it over here. And the person over here. Now this seems good, but our title is disturbing. So we'll move our title to about over here. Now, the viewers can easily identify which is which. And now, to make our presentation more attractive, what we can do is we can add animation. Now, let's go to our first, and if you click this option right here, it will slide show our presentation. Now, it will give a full screen, and now, to change the pages, you can either click the right arrow button, or if you want to change to the next page, you can also click down arrow button, or you could also click spacebar. These are the three ways to go to the next page, and if you want to move to the previous page, press the left arrow key, or you could also press the up arrow key. That way it will take you to the previous page. Now, while doing slideshow, this may seem kind of boring as it is just changing slides. So what we can do is press the escape button to exit slideshow. And now, go to your first slide, go to Animations tab, and if you click on the title, let's say we want the title to appear out of nowhere. Let's click on the first one, which is Appear, and let's see how it looks. Now, if you press space, the parts of speech, which is our title, appears out of nowhere. So this is kind of good from what it was before. So let's do the same with review, and this time we will choose fly in, and let's see how it turns out. First of all, it's the blank page. If you press space, the title appears, and if you press space again, the subtitle appears by flying. So this is good from how it was before. You can also see the number of the animation. This is the first animation and this is the second one. And now, instead of these title and subtitle only, what if we want to add a transition to the whole page. So go to transition tab, and here let's choose wipe. And now let's go to slideshow. First of all, the page will appear with the wipe transition. Now if you click space, the title appears, and again subtitle appears. This is more better than what it was before. So let's go ahead and do the same to these as well. We'll choose the title, and these are not only the animations you can do, there are more. If you click this launch arrow right here, and you can see a ton of animation divided into categories such as entrance, emphasis, and exit and motion path. If you want your title to appear on the screen, go to entrance and you can choose anyone. For example, I choose bounce, and let's choose this person, and let's choose appear, then the photo to appear. Now we'll choose the place, we'll choose it to float in, the picture also to float in. And now for the thing, we'll choose wheel, and the same for the thing. Now let's look at our slideshow. First of all, the page appears. Now the second page appears, and our title bounces in, person appears, the image appears. Now the place comes, the same with the picture and the thing as well. Isn't that amazing? Now this is just an example. You can have your own animations and the one you like the most. Now let's move on to the third slide. So the title of the third slide will be the verbs. So now this slide and this slide seems a little different, as the title is not in the same place and the font is also different. So what we can do is right click on it, then duplicate slide, and let's go ahead and delete it. We will delete these all. We'll also delete the images, and now we can simply rename the title, the words, and there. Now you can write your own context and make your own PowerPoint presentation by following what I taught you in this video. Now let's say I'm done with my presentation. This is just an example. So now what to do to save it? You have to go to the file, which seems just like a normal tab, but it is completely different. Once you click on it, a new page will appear, and now you can see the info about your presentation, and you can also open a different presentation. But for now, click on save as. Now let's just simply save it to our computer. Now let's just keep it on our desktop. Click save, and let's close it. You can open it in two ways. The first one is directly clicking on your PowerPoint, and the second one is by going to PowerPoint, and right over here you can see under recent the parts of speech which we just made. And now if you click on this option right here, it will pin it to this page right here, and you can open it anytime from here. And there you have it. Your PowerPoint has been saved, and now you can again open it, edit it, and do whatever you want. Now that was it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys find this video helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel, as it means a lot to us and it helps us to continue making these type of videos. So that's all for this video.